Hello, WoFC Sunday School. My name is Dorcas. Welcome to our YouTube channel. And if this is your first time of joining us, we give you a very warm and special welcome. Now I have a question for you. How would you feel if someone you were hoping and expecting would help you forgot about you or didn't do so? Yes, you would be upset and you'll be disappointed and you will be angry. That is perfectly understandable. But we have somebody we know will never ever forget us and will never ever let us down or disappoint us. What is his name? Yes, his name is Jesus. Jesus. Guess what? I have been in that situation before. A long time ago, I was desperate to find a job and I wasn't getting one. And there was somebody I knew who I felt could help me. But they didn't. Now I was so disappointed. But guess what God did? In time, he sent somebody else my way whom I didn't know from before. And this person helped me to get a job. So it shows us that our dependence should be on God and not on people. Sometimes we too can let other people down. So last time we met, we were talking about Joseph. And do you remember where we left Joseph? We left him in prison and we asked the question that where was hope now? What had happened to Joseph's dreams? But God had not forgotten Joseph. So we are going to read Genesis chapter 39, 21 to 23, just to tell us a bit more about what was happening with Joseph in prison. So Genesis chapter 39, 21 to 23 reads, "But the Lord was with Joseph in the prison and showed him his faithful love. And the Lord made Joseph a favorite with the prison warden." Wow. Before long, the warden put Joseph in charge of all the other prisoners and over everything that happened in the prison. The warden had no more worries because Joseph took care of everything. The Lord was with him and caused everything that he did to succeed. Isn't that just wonderful? Now just imagine if you were the person who could be trusted by your mom. Any little job she asks you to do in the house, she knows that you will do it and you will do it well. Imagine if your teacher knows that you are the child or the students or the people in the class who can be trusted. When he asks you, could you take care of this new child, show them around, he knows you will do it and you will do it well. That would be great, wouldn't it? Well, in time, Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, became angry with his chief butler, who was also called a cupbearer or a wine taster, and also his chief baker. We don't know what they did wrong. All we know is that Pharaoh got so angry with them that he threw them into prison. Oh dear, but God had a plan. Guess who got to look after them? No, it wasn't the prison warden, nor was it other prisoners. It was Joseph, our good friend Joseph, because Joseph had already proved himself for doing things well. So he looked after these men well. Now, one particular morning, he went to them and he saw that their faces looked really glum. They looked really sad. And he said, "Why do you look so sad today?" And then they said, "We have had dreams. Both of us have had dreams. And we can't find anybody to tell us what they mean." And Joseph said, "It is God who knows how to interpret dreams. You tell me your dreams and I will tell you what they mean." So the chief butler told Joseph that he saw a grapevine before him. It had 3 branches, and then it began to bud, it blossomed, and then 3 clusters of grapes appeared. He saw himself squeezing the grapes and the juice from them into a cup, and he placed the cup in Pharaoh's hand. And Joseph said, this dream means that in 3 days, Pharaoh is going to take you out of prison and he's going to put you back in your position as his wine taster, his chief wine taster. But when you get to Pharaoh's palace, please do not forget me, because I have done nothing to be here. Please tell Pharaoh about me. Perhaps Pharaoh will come and get me out of this place. The chief baker also developed courage, and he asked Joseph to tell him what his dream meant. So he had dreamed that he had 3 white baskets on his head, and on the top basket there were all kinds of baked goodies for Pharaoh, but the birds were pecking at the bread. And Joseph said, I'm sorry, I don't have a good interpretation for you. This dream means that also in 3 days, Pharaoh is going to take you out of prison, but he's going to hang you, and the birds of the air are going to peck at your flesh. Now, exactly as Joseph had interpreted is what happened. But did the chief butler remember Joseph when he was in Pharaoh's palace and all was going well for him? No, he didn't. Oh dear Joseph, where is hope? However, God had not forgotten Joseph. Joseph had done his part by using his gifts and his talents to serve well, to serve the prison warden and also the prisoners and these chief officials of Pharaoh. He had served them well. Now that leaves you and me. God has put special gifts and talents in you and me, and he wants us to use them to serve him and to serve others. And sometimes some of the gifts that God has given us, when we use them, can actually make room for us or make a way for us to be seen by important people. We will see later what happened with Joseph. But for this week, our homework is to look at 1 Peter chapter 4, verses 10 to 11. I'm just going to read 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 10 to us. And it reads, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. So I'm going to set us some homework this week. Think, what can I do to help my mom? What has God given me that I can use to bless my friend or my sister or my brother, or if you have them, or wherever you find yourself, because God has put that special gift in you. Be a blessing to others. Now, if you've had a birthday this week, want to say a huge congratulations to you and say thank God for your life. But bye-bye for now until we meet again soon. God bless you.